Good evening, everybody. I'm Saint Polaris, first name Saint, last name Polaris, and today I'm going to be watching Justin Whang's video on a website named DolphinSexDotOrg. I love Justin Whang. I love his videos. They make me feel like I was there during those times, those turbulent internet times when it was just the Wild West and you could do and say anything you wanted, and not the Orwellian nightmare that it is today. Anyway, this title scares me. Here we go.
So as some of you probably know, the platform Storyfire is about to come to an end due to a lack of funding. A couple years ago, I approached McJuggernauts about using the platform because I had a few ideas for videos that I was pretty sure were basically guaranteed to be instantly demonetized on YouTube. And it would help grow a platform that had a good concept, taking Twitter, taking YouTube, and basically combining them into one. Obviously, that didn't work out, so I'd like to thank McJuggernauts and Brian for having me on the platform and for all the time and money they invested.
That's unfortunate.
That being said, I'm going to be sharing my Storyfire videos now on YouTube, especially since a lot of you never watched them and maybe didn't even know they existed. And with the Valentine's Day so close, I figured it would be an appropriate time for me to share one of my favorite videos that I made for that platform, the story of DolphinSexDotOrg.
Oh god, here we go. I said I didn't know what I was expecting, but...
This video is sponsored by Adam and Eve. As I said in the beginning of the video, Valentine's Day is coming soon. And whether you're spending it with someone or by yourself, Adam and Eve has you covered. Adam and Eve is America's most trusted source for sex toys.
Are you kidding me?
For over 49 years. They have 24/7
sex toy ad?
90-day no-hassle returns.
On YouTube?
And 20% of their profits goes towards fighting the spread of HIV around the world.
Oh,
Just go to adamandeve.com.
That's so cool.
And use code Whang
His
for 50%
fucking name
off
is
one
perfect
item.
too.
Plus, free shipping in the US and Canada.
I want to be sponsored by that.
Aside from merely being a host to a picture of a giant gaping asshole, Goatsy.cx also served the purpose of being a hub to other fringe websites at times. One such website was a website a lot of you have asked me to cover in the past, one DolphinSex.org. Obviously, judging by the name of that website, you should know that this video is intended for only people 18 or older, so no, if you're not, go fuck off. By now, I think the idea of humans fucking dolphins and dolphins getting sexually aggressive towards humans is somewhat common knowledge.
Yeah.
You have that episode of King of the Hill everyone remembers where Hank gets molested by a dolphin in front of everybody. And then you have, who's probably the most famous zoophile in history, Malcolm Brenner,
my god.
who wrote the book Wet Goddess, which I guess I'll put in my Amazon store if you're interested in that, about his relationship with a dolphin. And he would also have a documentary made about it.
Oh my god.
The first time I ever heard of this whole thing being a phenomenon was when I came across DolphinSex.org thanks to Goatsy. After they posted it, as well as I believe Rotten.com, it just
I'm only fucking 3 minutes in.
Popularity online. So
oh my god, I'm only 3 minutes in.
Website. Wait a second, I know that guy. Sex Guide. Dolphins. FAQ on mating by
Oh my god, I'm already losing my mind.
You know, this didn't really register to me back in the day, but I've noticed these kinds of people always seem to name themselves after the kind of animal they want to fuck. Heyo, firstly, introductions all around. My name is Dragon Wolf Dolphin, musician, and unfortunately I wasn't able to find any of his music, but I'm sure it's fantastic. Pre-vet student and Delphinic zoophile. People are often wondering just what the hell zoophilia is. Zoophilia is best described as a love of animals so intimate that the person and the animal involved have no objections to expressing their affection for each other.
No objections.
In a sexual fashion. This is not to be confused with bestiality, where a person forcefully mates with an animal.
Can animals consent like that?
No mutual feelings whatsoever. This is something that I would never do to a dolphin, since I love them dearly, and treat them with the same respect that an honest husband would for his wife and children. And this is a point of contention these people always seem to come back to, this idea that the animal can consent to them, especially with dolphins, who are admittedly one of the more intelligent animals. Dolphins are very intelligent, highly emotional, expressive creatures. They enjoy the company of humans, and if a relationship develops between a human and a dolphin, as has happened with me, they will, on occasion, wish to express their trust and affection for you in the most direct way. Or sex play. You see, dolphins do not use sex purely for procreative reasons. They use it as a way of strengthening the bonds between pod mates, mothers and calves included, and also for fun. Dolphins and humans share this common trait with very few other animals, so sometimes it makes me wonder when people continue to ask me, how do you mate with a dolphin? Easy. Let the dolphin tell you! Well, here's a selection of questions people have asked me, so I hope this sheds some light on this subject.
Is not real.
Question 1. How do I tell a male dolphin from a female? Because, you know, fucking dolphins is one thing, but fucking a guy dolphin, that's gay.
That's gay.
Probably the most common question I get asked. There are 2 ways of determining the sex of a dolphin. The most obvious way is to take a peek under the peduncle, the long part of the body connected to the tail flukes.
The peduncle.
On the dolphin's belly, directly opposite the dorsal fin, will be the umbilicus, or the navel of the dolphin. Looking further down towards the tail, you start to see the differences. Male dolphins have 2 separate slits for the penis, the urogenital opening, and the anus. These are separated by a bridge of skin. The male's urogenital opening is generally located further up the belly towards the navel. Females, on the other fin...
haha.
You see, with this witty writing style that I think back in the day made a lot of people question whether or not this was satirical or not, but... I guess knowing what we know now about the relationships between online people and dolphins, it's a 50-50 shot whether or not this guy was dead ass. Females, on the other fin, have one continuous larger slit. The anus is at the end of it.
On the other fin, I hate that.
You will find 2 smaller slits. These are the mammary slits, where the nipples of the dolphin are kept for feeding the calves. The slit is also located closer to the tailstock of the dolphin. You know, the idea that dolphins are mammals, that's a trivia fact that I've always known about, but I never considered the question then, if dolphins are mammals, then
they have nipples.
What does a dolphin nipple look like?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Oh,
I
great.
was expecting some kind of big dolphin titty. What the fuck is this? The other way to determine the sex of a dolphin, if you can't reach their belly, is to look at their melon.
Oh my god.
Their head. The male tends to have a fatter...
Their head is called a melon?
Females are more sleek and streamlined. Question 2. How do I know if a dolphin wants to have sex?
Oh my god. It just keeps compounding on itself.
There are various ways a dolphin has of showing that she or he is interested in sex. Males are probably the easiest to detect. They will swim around sporting an erection anywhere between 10 to 14 inches long. For a bottlenose, I will have no bones. This guy, about swimming up to you and placing their member within reach of your hand. If you're in the water, they may rub it along any part of your body or wrap it around your wrist or ankle.
Oh my god.
Dolphin males have a prehensile penis. They can wrap it around the objects and carry them as such.
What?
Their belly will be pinkish in color, which also denotes sexual excitement.
What the fuck?
Okay, the writers of King of the Hill definitely saw this site. Females can be a little harder. The most obvious way a female dolphin has of displaying her sexual interest is the pink belly effect. Their genitals become very pink and swollen, making the genital region very prominent. They may be restless or they may be acting as normal. If you are out of the water, they may swim up to you and roll belly up, exposing themselves, coupled with pelvic thrusts. If you are in the water, they may press their genitals up against yours, nibble your fingers, nuzzle your crotch against you. Each dolphin's way of expressing sexual readiness varies, so the longer you know the dolphin, the better you will detect.
The longer you know the dolphin.
Question 3. What do I do if a dolphin wants to mate with me? Except if possible, I will go through the steps involved with the males and females.
Oh, God.
When a male dolphin is interested in you, about the only thing you
I'm only halfway through
is to masturbate him. Unfortunately, I cannot speak for the female of the human species. It seems women just don't like dolphins enough, so I cannot say for sure if it is safe to mate with them. I would suspect not due to a dolphin's size, but then again, I cannot say for a woman.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the odds are good that there is a woman out there who has tried this. In fact, I kind of feel like I read a story like that. Let me look this up right now. Sure, just type woman sex with dolphin right into fucking Google, right?
Great.
Woman who had sex with dolphin during lab experiments.
During lab experiments? What kind of experiments?
Tried to teach Peter the dolphin how to speak English, but their relationship
You are fucking kidding me.
Apparently, though, according to the article, she didn't actually take the whole 15-inch dolphin dick, though. She just, you know, gave him a little tug and let him go off. Apparently, what wound up being more controversial in this experiment was the fact that they were testing out LSD on dolphins.
Oh.
Anyway, let's continue with the original website. Warning.
This is
in
just
the
wild.
considerations of safety, you should never let a male dolphin attempt anal sex with you. The bottlenose dolphin member is around 12 inches, very muscular, and the thrusting and the force of ejaculation, a male can come as far as 14 feet, would cause serious internal injuries, resulting in peritonitis and possible death. Unless you are the masochistic type, you will have a hard time explaining your predicament to the doctors in the emergency ward. A male dolphin's member is roughly
This is so long.
tapered at the end. If you are in the water with them, it is best to support the dolphins on his side, just under the water, with one hand and handle him with the other. Male dolphins, I find, tend to prefer the base of the penis to be gently massaged and squeezed, as well as gently rubbed along its length. It feels very much like the rest of the dolphin, i.e. smooth and rubbery to the touch, but firmer. It doesn't take long for the male to ejaculate, around 40 seconds to a minute, and this is usually accompanied by either shuddering just prior to ejaculating and thrusting and tail arching during ejaculation. The force of ejaculation can be powerful at times, so it is best to keep your face out of the line of fire, or keep his member underwater. You can attempt to lick and suck the end of it while masturbating as well, but be warned. Do not try to give a full throat. And get the hell out of the way before he ejaculates.
God, he's talking like it's some sort of weapon.
In an accidental thrust, and that would be the end of that relationship.
Holy shit.
Well, the females are again a little trickier. There are two courses of action with the female fin: masturbation or mating. Masturbation. Female dolphins, once they show interest in you, can be supported in
This is exhausting.
One hand under the fin, supporting her, the other doing the stimulating. The clitoris of the female is located at the top of the genital slit, and this is a prominent lump when erect. You can rub this with your fingertips or lick and suck it, but with the oral aspect, you might end up with a bruised nose as they thrust into you. You could slide your hand gently into their genital opening and feel around inside, rubbing gently. They feel warm and muscular inside, their labia like tough, squishy sponge when they are excited. Don't be surprised if they start to play with your hand inside them. They have very manipulative muscles. You can use them to carry and manipulate
objects. What the fuck is that about?
They can do things that will make a regular human woman turn green with envy. Damn, you ladies gotta...
What the fuck?
Their climax is coupled with stiffening, shuddering, sometimes a lot of thrusting, clenching of the vaginal muscles, and sometimes vocalization. Mating. This is hard.
Oh my god, it's so long.
It's awkward, but not impossible to mate in open water. It's easier to have the dolphin in a shallow area, like the shallows just off the beach, around 1.5 to 2 feet deep. This is usually comfortable enough for both the dolphin and you. Gently, you should roll the dolphin on her side so she is lying belly towards you. You could prop yourself up on an elbow and lie belly to belly against her. You may want to use the other arm to gently hold her close and place the tip of your member against her genital slit. She will, if interested, arch her body up against you, taking you inside her body. There is usually a fair bit of wriggling and shifting, usually to get comfortable both outside and inside. Once comfortable though, females initiate a series of muscular vaginal contractions that rub the entire length of your member. They also thrust rhythmically against you, so enjoy the experience while you can, since you will rarely last longer than a minute or two. Just prior to a climax, she will thrust up the speed of her contractions and thrusts. It is interesting to note that the times I have mated with females, they have timed their orgasms to mine. Whether they do this consciously or not, I do not know. but it is a great feeling to have two bodies shuddering against each other at the
Oh
one time.
my
And this part's,
lord.
I guess it's kind of interesting because of one half, the amount of detail he goes into like the elbow positioning and things like that makes me think that maybe this is a guy who's actually done things like this. But
Yeah.
at the same time, with all the warnings he's given about the power of these creatures and whatnot, I'd be scared of getting my dick ripped clean the fuck off.
Oh,
It seems like something that's
Justin.
well in the realm of possibility here. One thing to note, whether you masturbate or mate a fin, male
A
or
fin?
female, always spend time with them afterwards. Cuddle them, rub them, talk to them,
Oh
and most
my
importantly,
lord.
show them you love them. This is essential, as it helps to strengthen the bond between you. Like a way of saying this wasn't just a one-night
you were kidding.
Dolphins appreciate it, and they will want your company more the next time you visit them. Honestly, there's probably human women watching this that wish they were treated as well as the fucking dolphins in this story. But just because you've successfully fucked the dolphin, that doesn't mean that your concerns should end here. What diseases can I get from dolphins?
Oh, hell
Can
no.
I give them any? I have no experiences with sexually transmitted diseases with dolphins, so I couldn't rightfully say. I do
Okay,
know,
good
however,
job.
that you can pass the flu between you, along with other respiratory problems. I got a cold when a dolphin sneezed on me.
Yikes.
It cleared up after a week or so. You can also pass some skin irritations onto them, if you handle them with chafed or broken skin. Just like with a human, it is best to be clean when you handle a dolphin. If you have cuts on your hands, avoid touching them unless you wash hands with a betadine surgical scrub prior to handling. This is available from most veterinary and surgical suppliers. If you have
Okay.
some disease of some sort, avoid mating, for the dolphin's sake. This is a little known area, more so because zoophilia is considered illegal in many places.
Which I think is a load of
crud.
crud, but the law's the law.
Is there any way I could invite a dolphin to be masturbated?
This is
Well, yes,
so
if they are hanging
fucking
around,
ridiculous.
but not looking particularly excited, but you are, you can invite them this way. And now we enter the pickup artist part of the dolphin sex instructions.
No.
Male and female dolphins can be invited by rolling them on their sides.
Oh my
Again, but
God.
instead of going straight to the genital slit, rub along their bellies between their pectoral fins.
This is not
along
real.
the navel, and every once in a while, over the genital slit. If they are responsive, they will show the signs of excitement as described earlier, and you can proceed as usual. If, however, they are not responsive, they will swim away or turn back upright. Do
Alright.
not force the issue with a dolphin. Trying to restrain them will only break their trust in you and could cause you serious injury. Pat them, stroke them, and talk to them lovingly, but do not try anything else. It is best, anyway, to let the dolphin tell you when they are ready. It is far more pleasant and more fulfilling anyway, and more special. Wow, what a fucking simp. Where can I find a dolphin?
I'm so tired with this.
Aquariums
I'm
are a
done
bad
with
choice,
this.
for many reasons. Too public, the dolphins are not in their natural habitat,
Uh-huh.
night visits are impossible, etc., etc. Some may have external enclosures which may be accessible, but that is no guarantee. Best thing sometimes is to find a beach or a cove that the dolphins frequent. It takes time to develop a relationship with a dolphin to the point where they will let you mate with them, although some have been as quick as 3 days to acclimatize. Gaining their
I
trust
see.
takes time, and you need to visit frequently. This is impossible for some people, I understand, but it is the best way. Sometimes you just need to be in the right place at the right time. I have been extremely lucky on 2 occasions with wild dolphins, and my current mate is a dolphin who lives in the harbor of
You're
Pleasant
kidding
City. Although
me.
he doesn't go into great detail, I imagine that the difference between hooking up with an aquarium dolphin and a beach cove dolphin is comparable to the difference between hooking up with someone from the city and someone from the country. Well, I hope this is of use to whoever is interested. One final note,
Uh-huh.
you should love a dolphin, not because of the sexual relief they can provide, but because they are a unique animal. One of the few wild animals that seek the company of man by their own initiative. This is special. Do not abuse it. The DolphinSexDotOrg story would come to an end when the site changed hands a few times throughout the years. DolphinSex.org. What you need when you need it. Thinking back to when I first found this website, I think I was like maybe 14 years old. I thought the whole thing was just a joke. Maybe some kind of satire or an experiment in weird fiction. But now that I'm much older and I've kind of seen the world that's out there. We got people walking around on Twitter with squiggly lines to let everyone know that they're zoophiles. I'm erring on the side of thinking that this guy might just be legitimate. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments section. But anyway, until then, avoid the squiggly line, people. Peace out.
Well, that was very tiring. That was a very tiring experience. Thanks for joining me. This has been Saint Polaris. Watch my Twitch or something. Follow me on Twitter. This was worse than the cum jar.